What is up, my friends? Welcome back to the channel. It's Danny, and I got a really quick video I'd like to make for you tonight. I got a couple of rack packs of 1987 tops that were sent to me by none other than Mr. John over at John Sports Cards. John will give you a big thank you for the care package you sent to me. It's been several days now, but I greatly appreciate it. Lots of cool stuff in that. I've sent you some stuff back. Hopefully it's getting into your hands today. But I also want to congratulate you for going over 1,000 subs, man. It's so sweet. I've been watching your channel since you, I think, first went over 100, and I thought it was pretty neat to watch you grow. But now to reach that milestone, man, I'm celebrating right there with you, and I appreciate it. You've been supportive of my channel. As I tell people, you were like an early sub to the channel, like either single digits or early teens, because I subbed you and you subbed me back. Even though I had been watching you on my personal channel, when I started this, you supported me early on, and I greatly appreciate it. So we're going to try and get into this. Now, this rack pack in particular has a Barry Larkin rookie on it, and that is awesome. It's also got a Tony Gwynn All-Star, and on the back, not a whole lot. So it's going to be fun to get into these. Now, 87 Topps was the year that I really started collecting. I had an interest in 86, but I wasn't able to really get cards, and wasn't able to start ripping packs until 87. So I was, 11 years old, 10, 11 years old, whatever, when these cards come out. So let's jump into these, man, see what we can pull, kind of organize them a little bit. All right, so we got the Tony Gwynn All-Star. I'm going to set him up right there just for the fun of it. Brett Saberhagen, awesome pitcher. Joe Sambito, Tim Hewlett in that old school uniform, Mike Smithson, Jay Howell, won't necessarily read everybody's name, Ray Knight, awesome card, Cecil Fielder, pretty sweet. But look at all these print issues here, man. These were really neat cards. Cecil Fielder was, what he hit, 51 homers in 1990. That started the trend of getting everybody, jacking the ball everywhere. Teddy Higuera, Jim Sundberg. There is a sweet Roger Clemens. There's the Rocket himself, so we'll stand him up. Tito Landrum and Glenn Wilson. Very awesome. All right, so we got a Chuck Carey to start this pack off. Going through these brings back a lot of memories for me. When I started collecting, I had no idea how many cards were in the set. I just started collecting like crazy. Ron Say and is that Steve Trout? So I literally bought up somewhere in the neighborhood of 2,000 to 2,500 cards just through ripping packs. Because I didn't realize there was a limit. It was 792 cards, and so I wound up with just a ton of cards. I got a Barry Larkin right there. We'll stand him up in the back. Sorry, I feel like I'm all jacked up here. Alright, there we go. So yeah, I have more of these cards than I deserve. There's a Teddy Higuera All-Star. But I love ripping them. It just takes me back to my childhood, pulling these packs and opening them up and eating the gum almost immediately. There is a Bobby Bow, which is, back in the day, that was a really awesome card to pull. Jim DeShay's record breaker. There's a Gwynn All-Star. I'm going to stick this one over here behind this other. That way I can kind of show them at the same time. Bruce Ruffin Cup card. Salazar. There is a Todd Worrell All-Star and a Brian Dayett. So awesome stuff. Let's grab this other pack, and on this one we got a Fernando Valenzuela All-Star insert card. Looks like a Don Mattingly All-Star on the back, which is pretty sweet. So we'll try to rip this pack, and we'll do that one last with the Mattingly on the back. So that'll be like the last card. This should be the last card we see. So two of the biggest names, at least for me, in 1987 were Wade Boggs and Don Mattingly. So it's cool to know, even if it's an All-Star, that we're going to pull a Mattingly card. So we got that. We got a Vita Blue. That's pretty sweet. Jim Presley, Clint Hurdle went on to be well, they played in the World Series. I guess they got beat by the Twins that year. Ron Darling, Brett Saberhagen again. Uh-oh. Seeing a trend here. I am seeing a trend here. We've seen most of these cards. Up there's Cecil Fielder again. John Shelby. That's okay, though. I still dig it. Alright, so Lee Mazzilli, Greg Matthews, Ken Howell, Mike Felder. There's Mr. Buddy Bell out there doing his thing. Ozzie Virgil with the Braves. Frank Tanana. There's Eckersley when he was a Chicago Cub. So that's pretty sweet. He had a long distinguished career before he became a closer with the Indians, Red Sox, and Cubs. So we'll stand him up. We can do that, right? What'd I tell y'all? My house, my rules. So hopefully you're alright with that. Doyle Alexander, and finally the Mariners leaders. In 1987, 86, 87, I don't know how well the Mariners did, but I'm pretty sure they were awful. All right, Jamie Moyer, that should be his rookie card. He had a long, distinguished career. Ed Olwine, Blue Jays leaders, Andre Thornton. There is the Roger Clemens record breaker. We'll stand him up there beside his other regular issue card. Alright, making it through these packs. Look at that. There is a Bo Jackson. That is one of the most iconic cards from the late 80s. Is the 87 Topps Bo Jackson Future Stars. And I pulled it right there. Card's in pretty good shape. That corner right there is not cut very well. It's got like a little burr on the end of it. But still just an awesome, awesome card. Steve Lake, Expos leaders, Tony Walker, and Don Mattingly. But that Don Mattingly does have the trademark on it. I believe they have a Mattingly All-Star that lacks that. Basically, their printing plate was wore out, and they didn't notice it, and they printed a whole bunch of these. So let's gather these cards up, and we'll just real quickly. We'll talk about what we pulled here, and then we'll cut this video before it gets too far. Hopefully, we can make it before it gets to about 10 minutes. So again, there's the Bo Jackson Future Stars. That is just an epic card. Love it. There's a Dennis Eckersley card with the Cubs. Bobby Bowe rookie card. Barry Larkin a rookie card. Roger Clemens record breaker. Most strikeouts in a 9-inning game. Alright, that's pretty sweet. There is a Roger Clemens regular issue card. Dig that. Tony Gwynn insert, which is 86 All-Star. So it came in the 87 rack packs. Card's pretty well off-center, but still pretty neat to have. Tony Gwynn All-Star, and finally a Mattingly All-Star. So guys, let me know what you think. 87 again, great year. I actually have the majority of this set. One of the things that I don't have in that set is some of these All-Star cards that were in my binder as a kid. So it's cool to have some packed fresh that I can add to the set to help fill it out. But that's going to do it for this video, man. Tell me what you think about 87 Topps. I appreciate any comments that you can leave for me. And guys, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. And as always, we will catch you on the next video. Thank you very much.